Bernie Sanders has some really harsh words for campaign finance on the subject of campaign finance reform. He calls campaign finance in America a national disgrace. Now, as we know, of course, Bernie Sanders is running for the Democratic nomination for president in the Democratic Party. He's actually independent, but he is joined with the Democratic Party in order to win the nomination. He's, of course, running against Hillary Clinton, and he has some other challengers, Lincoln Chafee, Martin O'Malley, small contenders as of right now. It really is a contest between him and Hillary. Hillary, of course, being ahead. And recently, Hillary started copying Bernie's rhetoric by saying she would also support a constitutional amendment to overturn Citizens United. And that's exactly what Bernie Sanders has been calling for a while. Now, this comes from The Hill. He says, quote, "Elections should be determined by who has the best ideas, not who can hustle the most money from the rich and powerful. Unless we end this disastrous campaign finance system, our government will continue to represent the interests of the few at the expense of the many." Now, Sanders, as I said, calls it a national disgrace that billionaires and other extremely wealthy people are so able to heavily influence the political process. Now, he's absolutely right. And he points out, too, that the Koch brothers, for example, they're very, very, very wealthy people, own Koch Industries, alone will spend more than both the Democratic and Republican parties combined in order to buy our elections, in order to buy, well, what they do is that they purchase ads on television, and those ads, of course, are repeated as ad nauseum, and they influence people's decisions on who to vote for. More money equals more ads. And that, of course, gets very, very important as the race continues to heat up. Now, money in politics is a corruptive influence, unless you, of course, ask the Supreme Court. I believe it was Justice Scalia who said, no, it doesn't even have the appearance of corruption. Doesn't even have the appearance of corruption when you can essentially give almost unlimited money, especially now after McCutcheon, to any presidential candidate that you want. Almost unlimited dark money where you don't even know where it's coming from. We definitely need a constitutional amendment to take care of the issue of money in politics and go back to publicly financed elections. And that's exactly what Bernie Sanders is calling for. Now, he says, of Citizens United, of the Koch brothers spending so much money, as I said, they're going to spend more money than the Democratic and Republican parties. When two billionaires can outspend an entire party or both, is that representative of democracy? Is that kind of country we want to live in? I don't think so. At least, you know what? I don't want to. I want to fix the system. I want an amendment to overturn Citizens United and get the money out of politics, get the corruption out. And the only way that we're going to do that is if we really push hard to get a 28th Amendment. And there are many different ways that you can go. You can go with Larry Lessig's plan, Professor Lawrence Lessig, to get money out of politics. Or you can also go with Wolfpack, move to amend. There's a lot of different ways that you can attack this problem through a constitutional amendment. I think that's the only way to get money out of politics.